Hi, I'm Madeline from Sheen Slings, and this is my video review of the Isara Quick Full Buckle Carrier. So Isara are a Romanian brand, and they're really well known for making super adjustable and really well made, beautifully soft carriers, and the Quick is no exception from this. It's made from the same woven wrap material that's really soft right out of the box as their other carriers. But the idea behind the Quick was to design something that was really simple and really quick. So let's dive in and see if it lives up to that. So the first thing I want to show you is inside the waistband is the adjustment system. So if I open this up, you can see that there are lines, colour-coded lines, and there is a key right here on how to use it. So on the other Isara models, you had the ability to adjust the width really bit by bit by cinching the carrier in along the waistband, and then separately adjust the height using toggles at the front, which you could do bit by bit. So you could really get micro changes as your baby grew. With the Quick, they've gone for a system that's there's just 3 settings, but it adjusts both the height and the width together. So you don't have quite the same fine micro adjustments that you do with the other models, but it is very easy and very intuitive, and you can just simply follow the code based on your baby's height, which doesn't need to be exact. You can just use a tape measure or just approximate. Generally the red is for newborns or babies that are a few weeks old, yellow once babies are sort of 3 to 9 months, and blue probably when babies are like 9 months up. But again, that depends on how fast your baby grows. So I'm going to be showing this with a newborn doll, so I'm going to match up to the red. And in this way, through this adjustment system, this carrier is going to easily adjust for size babies all the way from just a couple of weeks old, all the way through to at least 18 months, maybe 2 years, but I'd probably say 18 months more realistically. So I'm just going to match up this Velcro just here with the red lines. And I will take a second on that. I should say I do find this a little bit fiddly compared to other adjustment mechanisms. However, because there are just the 3 jumps, you will not be doing this often. Only once your baby has grown quite a bit, and then you would jump up to the next jump, and likewise once they've grown even more, you would jump up to the next jump. So you're not doing this every time, just that first time. So take some time to get it right. You might find it easier resting on the table rather than doing it in the air on YouTube. And then we just let cover the panel over, and then we have the carrier now upside down, ready to roll it and pop it on our waist. The waistband is, as you can see, quite wide and shaped, slightly shaped. It's not overly firm. It's got a fair bit of squish to it. It's not very thickly padded. It's quite flexible. It really it's like a hug. It doesn't feel very overwhelming. It's quite unbulky, but it does still feel reasonably supportive, particularly with the width. It does give you a nice, good hug. So now I've got that right, I am ready to get my baby and then start talking you through the panel. So here's my baby, I'm going to hug them, pop them in, and bring the panel up. So working our way up, we'll notice that here around the baby's legs we've got incredibly light padding, but it really light, so it's not bulky in a newborn's knees, but it is padded and just gives that extra little bit of comfort. And that's on both sides. The panel, as I talked about before, is made from woven wrap material, so it really feels soft and like a hug for them. It's really lovely. And then we have this hood, which I'll show you when we've got this done up, which you can leave on, but it does also unpop and come off if you don't want to use it. And then let's talk about the straps, because the straps are where this carrier is really quite different. The actual strap itself and the padding, that's quite similar to other Isara carriers. Again, reasonable amount of padding, but very soft, very malleable, very squishy, designed to really hug you. But what's different about the straps is they are mismatched. So if I bring them around, you can see they are mismatched. Instead of being designed to come in here, like most buckle carriers, they are designed to come under baby's bottom and clip to each other. And so this is the way in which the Isara Quick has just 2 clicks, one here, one at the back on the waistband and one here, because they have, instead of going into the panel, they are designed to click into each other. I'm going to show you this crisscrossed and show you how to do this, but you can also wear this carrier not crisscrossed in the ruck strap variety using this strap, and I've made a separate video demonstrating how to do both the crossed and the ruck strap if you want to see just how to do it without the review. So how I'm going to do it now is I'm going to just grab one, bring it to the front and hold it, and then put the other one over, get my baby comfortable, bring it to the front and hold it. And then to do them up, we have to lift this flap, and I will talk about this flap in a moment, and you will see underneath that we have an elastic here, an elastic there, and these are safety elastics. So we could just straight do this up underneath the flap, and it should be fine because the flap will hold it, as will coming under baby's legs hold it. But for extra security, I'm going to go through these safety elastics, and also because they have the advantage of once I've threaded, so I'm pushing it through, and then I'm going to pull the extra webbing like this through, and then once I've pulled that extra webbing through, you can see the safety elastic now holds this for me. It's not going anywhere, it can't fall out, it's holding it. So I do like threading these because it does mean it holds one side while you do the other, and vice versa. And means it doesn't matter if you accidentally drop these straps, if you're a bit of a butterfingers like I am. And then once I've got them both through, I can now clip these up and I can start to tighten. And I'm going to tighten by sort of doing a hula dance. And if I need to, I can push anything loose over my shoulder and tighten it out, and then push anything over my shoulder and tighten it out. So, as you can see, really quite simple. But you knew there was a but coming. I'm going to say, actually, before the but, I'm going to talk about this. So this flap is actually a pocket, and I do quite like this because it hides away the buckle. It means baby's not going to kick anything hard, you can't see it. And also, it's really quite a nice big pocket with a zip, so easily enough space for keys, phone, card, bit of cash, whatever you need. So that's really quite handy. So, I'm coming to my but. The idea behind, I think on paper, it sounds really cool. If there's just 2 clicks, you only have to do 2 things. But I actually find that motion with threading the elastic and getting it underneath the legs and threading under and through the elastic and together and then hula dancing to get it tight, more challenging than just click, click, tighten, tighten. And I think that is often my problem with carriers that say they're easy and they're quicker. And they're simpler, and they don't have the buckles that other carriers have. Well, why don't they have the buckles that they have? And by not having those buckles the other carriers have, what have they lost? And I do think that it's like the Holy Grail. I'm always asked for it by parents, but is there something easier? Is there something quicker? And I want that to be for you. And I actually was so excited to try this carrier because I really wanted it to be quicker and easier. And I don't think it's harder, but maybe I do, but not a lot harder. But I don't think it's easier. And so I'm finding it hard with it's called the Quick and it's supposed to be easier, but is it? I mean, it certainly wasn't really hard, but I did find that coming underneath, and I do think when you have a wiggly baby and the threading through the elastics isn't as easy as one where you just click, click, done. Also, it's worth saying, by coming in into the waistband rather than here, it does change the carrying profile. I really, really love the change in carrying profile for newborns, and that's partly why I'm demonstrating this with a newborn doll. You can see it gives this really beautiful position, and there's absolutely no pressure and no chance of over tightening the back of a newborn. And I think that is brilliant, and I absolutely love it for newborns. This carrier is weight tested from 3 kilos to 20 kilos, and I do think it fits beautifully for the 3 kilos for for newborns. When they get heavier, I tend to find this carrying profile becomes heavier on your back because the child, as they grow, are sinking more into the carrier and aren't getting that extra support and extra lift across the mid-back. You don't want that extra support and extra lift for a newborn, so it's fine here for a newborn, but with an older baby, you're going to start to feel like you're missing it. And I definitely feel this sweep on my back is fitting me less well than when it comes across here. But that's me personally, and I say in every one of these videos I make, when it comes to carriers, it's got to fit you and how it fits your body. And I definitely have clients for whom the carrier coming in across here cuts into them, is too high on their armpits, is uncomfortable. And for them, I'm not going to hesitate in suggesting they try this carrier or another carrier that offers this option, because for them that is going to be a solution, and it does change the carrying profile, and it may well work better for them, or will work better for them. But for me, and I do admit on this that I may well be biased, because I have carried a lot and I nearly have always carried with that carrying profile, so I've probably strengthened those muscles and I find that more comfortable. But I do, and I find this harder on my body, and maybe if I'd used this from the beginning I wouldn't have. I don't know, but I definitely think for my body this fits me better, and likewise there'll be a lot of people with similar bodies for me. So as with anything, really worth trying and checking that this carrying profile is or isn't for you. In terms of what else this carrier does, I said I'd show you the hood. You can see it goes here, and we can just clip it on with these clips here to support baby's head, or you can remove it if you want. So what else can you do with this carrier? This is the front carry. You can also do a hip carry, and you can also do a back carry. Works in a really similar way in terms of the clips come underneath. With the back carry, you can have it all ready set up before you bring it around to the back. Again, I've made a separate tutorial on how to do that in this carrier. So in terms of baby's positioning, this will work really well from newborn up. You may find it becomes heavier once they hit the 1 year to 18 months mark and beyond, just because of the change in carrying profile. But if you're a body that fits that carrying profile better, then you may get more to like the 18 months, maybe even 2 years. Price wise, this carrier is £117, which means it's not cheap for one compared to other carriers that are also pared down, don't have as many features, that are designed to be simple and easy. A lot of other carriers like the Kahoo Baby, the Embrace and so forth, they're sort of sitting more at the £100 or just below £100 mark rather than over. But it is a lot cheaper than, say, the Isara One, which grows and grows and grows infinitely with your baby and lasts, and that's £160. But for me personally, I would pick the One. I like the fact that you've got more adjustment to get a perfect fit for different ages and stages, and your baby doesn't have to grow proportionally in leg length and torso, because babies don't always. And I like the fact that you have the option of here or here on the One better. So for me, I think it's worth the extra money. But great option if you are looking for something like this. I hope that has been helpful for you. If you have any comments or questions, please do let me know in the box below.